Hey, it's Vana, and welcome back to Dark Souls, ladies and gentlemen. In the last episode, we killed Gravelord Nito, and he gave us one of the 4 Lord Souls that we are going to need. We only have 2 left. No, we have 3 left. I thought we got one already. I guess not. Oh, right, we started off with the Catacombs. We have 3 Lord Souls left. We can go to the Duke's Archives, we can go to New Londo, and we can go to the Demon Ruins. Where we actually want to go is the Duke's Archives. So let's go ahead and use the Lord vessel here to warp to, I think Anor Londo is going to be where we want to go to. That's going to take us right next to the Firekeeper, and then it's just a short walk over to that giant golden force field that is no longer there, and that will take us to the Duke's Archives. So yeah, the Catacombs. I don't know why everyone tells you to start off there. I think that's the case. I'm trying to remember. It might actually be the Duke's Archives, because now that I'm thinking about it, the Duke's Archives is probably overall a lot easier. I mean, the boss is way easier. The boss, I remember being one of the easiest bosses, even easier than some of the non-Lord Souls bosses. Okay. Just excuse me if I can go ahead and, yeah, thank you very much. Don't even need to fight you. You can just stand there or chase me. It's your prerogative. You're not going to be fast enough, but one thing that we really need to focus on is upgrading our weapon and armor. To upgrade our weapon, we need some more Demon Titanite. We need 2 more to make it a +5, and that actually might be the extent of what we can upgrade it to. Maybe. I'm not sure. I always forget how upgrading this game works. Okay, so this is the side where that giant orange or yellow, depending on what your color inspection levels are, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does. Anyways, yeah, this is where that giant force field was, so now we can go through it, and right behind it is this enemy. We haven't seen this guy for quite a long time. He should be a lot easier now that we've leveled up significantly. So let's have him charge and roll out of the way. Yeah, he's still armored, though. So maybe he's not easy. We're only dealing 30 damage to him. Regardless, we need to get the hell away from him now. No! Oh my god. Wow. A death within 3 minutes. Isn't that great? Actually, it is fortunate and completely 100% planned that we died there, because I forgot there's something that we want to do. What we actually want to do is warp to the Dark Moon Tomb. Since we now have the Dark Moon Seance Ring, we can do the thing that I've been referencing over and over again. And it's pretty damn interesting. So I just realized we probably needed to have that equipped before we came here. But let's go ahead and put that on. The Dark Moon Seance Ring grants additional attunement slots. So now that we have this ring, okay, it does work. Awesome. Alright, so I don't think we need to have this on now, and we definitely don't want to have it on now, because we need to be able to do a fast roll. So let's equip Havel's ring again. There we go, so nice. And if we come down here...
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord Gwyn. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. If thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun, cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of mine self. Gwyndolin, and kneel before me.
So this is kind of confusing. Gwyn has 2 children. Guinevere, which we've already talked to, the giant woman with giant breasts. And this is Gwyndolin, who apparently... Well, I'll save it for when we actually see him, but we can kneel on this little rug here.
O disciple of the Dark Sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shall protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the Dark Moon.
Join Covenant. Achievement unlocked, Covenant Blade of the Dark Moon. Let's go ahead and press yes. We've been given the Blue Eye Orb and the Dark Moon Blade Covenant Ring. Covenant established.
Very well. Now thou art a blade of the Dark Moon, hunteth the enemies of the lords by the power of the Dark Sun.
Okay, so we can offer souvenir of reprisals. We actually have like a couple, don't we? So let's do that. I don't think it's gonna matter at all, because you need to do like at least 10. But that is how you rank up. So basically how this covenant works, it's actually one of the coolest covenants in the game. It's unfortunate that it's not really accessible because the game's old to the point where it's kind of hard to make it work, at least in my experience. But basically how this works is you will invade worlds of sinners, and that can mean people that have sinned, like where there's actually a number of sin that you have, and once it gets high enough, I believe you can get invaded by spirits of vengeance. You can also invade people that have killed Guinevere, and you'll invade them in Twilight and Orlando. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and then you get souvenirs of reprisal when you kill them, and then you offer them to get rewards. But that's pretty much all we can do here. So let's leave and let's see what that ring does. I think it just allows you to invade worlds. Answer Dark Sun Gwendolyn's summoning. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same thing as the Forest Covenant. You wear that and then you invade people that have sinned. But like I said, it's very hard to do that since this game is pretty old and the parameters aren't really set for you to be able to do that easily nowadays. Interestingly enough, though, if we were to head through this fog door, and they don't even give you a warning, which is kind of stupid.
What foolishness! Why would a blade of the dark moon trespasseth upon the great lord's tomb? Mark the words of myself, Gwendolyn. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
And now we have another optional boss fight known as Dark Sun Gwendolyn. And basically how this one works is this guy, it's been debated. I'm pretty sure it's just a guy that dresses like a woman. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Okay, so we can't jump into that. We will get hit. How this boss fight works is you're basically in a very long corridor and this guy is firing stuff at you. And you basically need to get close to him to get hits on him. He does not have that much HP, so basically the only issue is dodging all of the stuff that he throws at you. The main thing that you have to worry about is when he gets up on those tentacles like so, and he fires those very swift, or that very swift volley of arrows, darts, whatever they are. The blue stuff isn't really that much of an issue. Never mind, it sure is. Just kidding. Alright, so this thing is not that much of an issue. The only issue is, like, it's pretty much with every boss fight. It's been a long time since I've played this game, so I don't really have their attacks, like, memorized. So that's why a lot of the time I'm being hit. And also, if I wasn't commentating, I'm just being honest, I would be able to dodge a lot of this stuff because I'm more focused on actually dodging the stuff. But yeah, you basically just need to dodge all of the stuff that he throws at you while closing the gap so that you're able to hit him, but then if you get too close, he's obviously going to be able to hit you a lot easier. But one more round of that, and we should be able to kill him. I think eventually you are able to get to the end of this hallway. If you chase him long enough, he will eventually stop, and then you can just sort of hit him as much as you want. Okay, luckily for us, that did not hit us. We'll try and kill him here, I guess. We just need to avoid that, and then now kill him. Yeah, so obviously he does not have a lot of health and or resistance.
Swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
Okay, achievement unlocked. Defeat the Dark Sun Gwendolyn, Soul of Gwendolyn. And yeah, that was some genjutsu. He basically made the entire hallway look much longer than it was. What a great genjutsu to use on something else, eh? Alright, we got 40,000 souls, and we do want to head to the end of this path here. So this is optional. You don't have to kill Dark Sun Gwendolyn. You can rank up through the Covenant if you would like to do that. And like I said, it's very difficult to do so in this day and age, at least in my experience. But if you're able to get to like the max rank, I think you get something really, really good. But let's open this. And there's nothing inside of it. Interesting. Okay, let's open this. The reason I paused there is because my phone's ringing and it caught me off guard for a second. So here we have the Sunlight Blade Miracle, which is actually also a really good reward as well. What is here? The brass set. Interesting. I don't remember that set. That must be what... No, that's not what he was wearing, was it? Anyways, so Sunlight Blade is going to be a really good buff to weapons, but I think if you advance through the Covenant, you get a better miracle. It's called Dark Sunlight Blade, I think. Yeah, and it's not only is it cooler, but I think it also does more damage. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use that miracle, but if we were able to use it, it would give us a significant buff on our weapon. I'm not even sure if we could use it on this Quelaag Fury Sword, since it's like a special boss weapon. But yeah, it's really good, and I have used it before on a different character. I forget for what. It may have been my Great Scythe. No, I don't think it was the Great Scythe. Nevertheless, we are done with this, and we can no longer rank up in that Covenant, even if we wanted to. So now let's warp back to Anor Londo and head back to the Duke's Archives.
So it was you, was it?
Oh, crap!
You produce a blade from a deity. How did you ever get this far? I shall end your suffering here and now. It is the least that I can do.
Oh my god, I forgot this happens. Okay. Well, unfortunately, this Firekeeper is very mad with me because I killed Dark Sun Gwendolyn. Oh my god, Vana, you gotta stop doing that backwards attack when I don't want you to do it. It's so, like, disorienting. It messes me up so much. Okay.
This man is a threat. Master Gwendolyn.
So I guess it's considered bad that we killed Dark Sun Gwendolyn. I did it in my original playthroughs because it was an achievement and I had to pretty much. Firekeeper Soul, well, at least we got one that we missed from trying to use that glitch. And we wouldn't really normally kill this woman if I remembered that that would have happened, because I did not remember. Unfortunately, now we're not going to be able to use this bonfire ever. And I also just realized that we are very low on Estus flasks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to warp back all the way to the Undead Parish bonfire just so I can get 15 Estus flasks, and then we will continue. Alright, so I actually went back to the Spider Lady and used the Firekeeper Soul to make our Estus Flask +3. Now what's interesting about these Iron Hogs is just what I'm going to call them. Iron Boars. Every time I come to one of these things, I say the same thing. We've only been to one, though. So what's interesting is that the last time I came to these, I remember it was really easy to kill them because I had leveled up so much that my weapon did a lot of damage. However, our weapon does like 30. So I think, unfortunately, what we're going to have to do here is just run past them. Because, like, the other one, you can kill it because it's missing a piece of armor on its backside, and you can actually backstab it. Oh, my God. Okay. Wow, you're going to get another hit in? Okay. What am I? Oh, okay. I thought it was, like, stuck in its tusk. Oh, my. Oh, my God. I can't believe I died twice here. Alright, let's see if Vana can get out of this one. Probably not unless we can get out of... Okay, we did it. Hopefully it's not going to be able to get up this set of stairs here. Oh my god, it sure is. Oh god, okay. Estus Flask. Well, this has never happened to me before. Actually, maybe this is good. Maybe they can't get through there, and we'll just throw Black Firebomb, see how much those do. Nothing at all. Our normal attacks do like 30, as you can see here. So, I guess we'll just have to do this over and over till they're dead? Not seeing another way out. Alright, so what I was saying before I never got to get this out was that the first iron boar that we saw, there's a part of his backside that is not armored, and you can actually backstab it using that. These two, however, they do not have that weakness. They basically just take 30 damage from wherever you attack it. So, I guess this one got stuck down here. These also have, like, a higher chance to drop the Iron or Fangboar Helm or whatever the hell it was. But we already have it, so it's not a big issue. So let me just kill this big guy, and then we'll move on. Alright, a couple more hits should do it. I've also noticed that doing that little backflip attack does a little bit extra damage. Okay, all three of those Iron Boars in this entire game are now dead. Let's use an Estus Flask. And let's start exploring the Duke's Archives. We have a bonfire here. Let's go ahead and activate that. Definitely want to kindle this one as well, though. Are we still going to have to kindle it twice? I don't think so. Something tells me we won't. But let's kindle that anyways. Cannot kindle while hollowed. That makes sense. Let's not be hollowed. I just realized we have an absolute crap ton of souls as well, so let me use all those and then we'll level up. Alrighty, I have used all of the souls. We have 100,000 souls. Also, I'm about to kindle this so that we can have 15 Estus flasks. Sips, I guess. And you'll notice that our Estus flask is +3. It should be at +4, but I wasted that Firekeeper soul by accident. Let's go ahead and level up. So the thing you have to watch for now is that again, I've mentioned this before, I'm not sure when strength starts waning off, but if we put this to like 45, why is it only showing like defense? Oh my god, did we already reach it? Yeah, it's only showing defense. Okay, well crap, that must mean that we've wasted some points on strength. Maybe it stopped at 40 or something? Or maybe it's just because we're wielding the Quelaag Fury Sword and it scales with humanity, not with strength. Not really sure, but you'll notice that our right-hand weapon 1 and right-hand weapon 2, the damage is not going up. So I think we should stop putting points into strength for now, at least until I figure that out. So we have, let's see, Vitality and Endurance are always the go-tos, but do we want to put any of this stuff up? I don't think we do. So let's put up Vitality now. You can see it is raising our HP by a bit, so I guess we'll get that up to 30. Alright, and we are pretty much good to go. We are human, we fully kindled this bonfire, and yeah, we've got the setup that we want. Okay, so this was locked or something, right? I mean, it's already down here. Contraption does not move. Yeah, that activates this. It's interesting. I watched a speed run of this one time, and this was a particular spot that the speedrunner utilized to cut out a lot of time. Basically, what he would do was, he'd come up here, and I'm not sure I'm not sure if it was this elevator or not. Oh, jeez, really? All right. Okay, let's kill these guys first. They're rudely interrupting me, and enjoy that death. Alright, oh, you too? Alright, come on. So we have a new enemy type here, by the way. It's like a crystal hollow, basically. So what he would do was he would come up on the elevator, then he would pull the lever at the top, and as it was going down, he would jump on the railing, and that would allow him to roll into an alcove that you're not supposed to be able to get into normally, and he'd basically skip like a whole section of this area. Alright, so this is the Duke's Archives, and as you can see, there's like a whole bunch of weird stuff in here, including like a whole bunch of manuscripts on podiums. Oh, almost didn't see you. Good job, little buddy. Okay, let's kill you. And let's kill this bastard shooting arrows at me, huh? Oh my god, there's also a Chancellor in there. Okay, we need to kill these two guys. And a third one comes out of nowhere. I don't know, we might have to switch back to the sword and shield. Maybe. Yeah, this may sound like an excuse, but it's just, I am not playing well enough to use like a two-handed weapon without, just a two-handed weapon, and not use the shield. It's just because my rolls have been terrible. If I was not commentating, I swear, I would be able to use the Quelaag Fury Sword two-handed, but always trying to talk, always trying to keep this LP entertaining. It's quite hard to be able to roll at the exact moment these things are attacking me. Unless I just stop talking, and that definitely is an option, but that's not really my style. So now we can just basically circle these guys and instant kill them without having any chance of getting hit as well. So it's just so much easier, and I think we'll just keep it this way. I mean, it's not like, you know, we'll still switch to two-handed when the need arises, like when there's a boss that we can't block its attacks anyways, but you can see, like, I haven't taken one hit so far. It's just so much easier, and I knew as soon as I said that I was going to take a hit, especially because this guy is not getting backstabbed for some reason. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. We still have a fast roll also, which is really nice. There's so many of these guys. You can see that faint bluish glow around him. That means he's been buffed by that Chancellor guy. Oh my god, I hate these guys so much. They just jump at you, and that happens a lot in this area. They'll just jump at you from alcoves and stuff, and you won't see them coming. Okay, so to the right here we have like a crystal golem. I don't think he's gonna attack us, and I don't think that we can. Oh my god, we deal so little damage. So one thing I've noticed with this weapon, and here's an area where we want to two-hand this, is that it deals very little damage to certain enemies, like those iron boars. Almost no damage. Oh, that's interesting. He didn't drop the thing. So this guy, I'm not sure if this guy was in the original version of the game because I hadn't played the original version of the game until the DLC was already released. So I'm not sure if this guy was here before the DLC was released, but the whole point of this random crystal golem is when you kill him, he's supposed to drop like an item that allows you to progress into the DLC, and he didn't drop it. So maybe you have to start the DLC before you're able to do that. I'm not really sure, but he should have dropped an item there, so I'm not really sure what's going on. Anyways, let's kill this bastard. And we'll end this episode with killing this horrible man in the middle of this room here. I don't think this is going to block this, right? Yeah, it's going to block somewhat of it, but it doesn't have 100% magical block. Why did you not, number one, get hit? I've never seen them do that, like hover in the air before. Alright, there we go. We're going to end this episode here unless he drops something. I don't think he would have. Nope. Let's use one Estus Flask. And, yeah, we're going to end this episode here. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. In the next one, we will progress pretty much into the Duke's Archives. We've only walked through the front door. And I will see you guys there. Thanks for watching. And bye-bye.